Hey guys, Phil with the Minuteman Moment, and today we're going to go over what DC has been doing in your name. There's actually been a lot of activity in Washington in the first 6 months of 2021. So here's a few of the big ticket issues Americans who care about the Second Amendment should know about. So, when Sleepy Joe was asked whether he was coming for your AR-15, he said, bingo.
A Biden administration means they're going to come for my guns.
Bingo. You're right if you have an assault weapon.
And with 2 executive actions in the works through the ATF, and the gun control lobbyist, David Chipman, up to head the ATF, Biden is planning a massive assault on your right to keep and bear arms. Here's a couple of them. There's the permanent storage of Form 4473s to create a gun registry in the Martinsburg, West Virginia ATF office. There's background checks on individual gun parts. And there's a ban on 40 million pistol-braced firearms. But you can head over to gunowners.org/Stop Biden Gun Control. We'll put a link into the description. You should also be aware that a fight is coming in late July, early August on budget reconciliation. Don't worry about what that means for right now, but what you need to know is that Democrats are going to use the leverage of Congress's usual August recess to pass a lot of the Biden agenda. At a minimum, you can expect the ATF to ask for increased funding to enforce more gun control regulations. GOA and all of our allies on the Hill are ready for this, and we're going to fight back. So, the House also passed a background checks bill in March, and Senator Chuck Schumer has promised to bring that same bill to the Senate. That bill, H.R. 8, would require background checks for all firearms transfers, not just sales. It came up a few years ago in the Senate, but thanks to the filibuster, it didn't pass the Senate, which is weird because I'm not sure Schumer really wants his guys on the record for supporting gun control in a year when so many people became first-time gun owners. But we'll see. Technically, Schumer did promise the anti-gun movement he would have that vote. If he does bring it to the floor, we're going to let him know what we think then and in the voting booth. And in episode 7 of the Minuteman, I told you that gun rights in the Senate and the filibuster are connected. That's because without the filibuster in the Senate, it becomes much easier to pass gun control. How? Because the Senate filibuster requires that 3/5 of senators, in this case 60, to vote for a particular measure in order to eventually pass a bill. But without the filibuster, that number drops to 50. And as of this filming in 2021, the Senate is evenly split at 50-50. That makes it much easier to pass a lot of the gun control if there's no filibuster. And so that's why all eyes are currently on Senator Joe Manchin from West Virginia. We thought he could be a swing vote, and he is. Thankfully, as a result of the pressure by GOA activists on Senator Manchin, he said he won't vote to eliminate or weaken the filibuster, and that's really good news. But we need to keep the pressure up. Here's the thing, there's also some good gun bills and some wins. There's Senator Mike Lee and Congressman Bob Good of Virginia, who have a bill to completely deregulate suppressors, as they should be. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia is sponsoring the Second Amendment Preservation Act. This bill prevents funds from being used to enforce federal gun control. Congressman Michael Cloud has a bill which stops the executive branch from using a national emergency to restrict and control guns. And in a time when Congress is allowing itself to be shut out of these important decisions and the bureaucracies are basically making law, this is a great bill. GOA also had a huge win on bump stocks in GOA v. Garland. The ATF said that bump stocks are machine guns, but thanks to the lawsuit filed by GOA, the Sixth Circuit said they aren't. I talked about this in a previous Minuteman video, but the implications of this GOA win are bigger than just guns, and may even reach into taking away power from the faceless bureaucrats around the country. GOA is also tracking the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association case that's at the Supreme Court. If the case is decided on constitutional grounds, it will improve New York's concealed carry permitting system at a minimum. And I don't want to forget about a bill by Senator Cynthia Lummis and Congressman Tom Massey that lowers the age to buy a handgun to 18. And the Supreme Court also struck down warrantless gun confiscation for the fake community caretaking standard 9-0. And most recently, District Judge Roger Benitez said that California's ban on commonly owned rifles is a no-no. That's some good news for sure, and we at GOA, and I know you will too, will do everything to support these champs. But one thing I'm concerned about is that there's more members of Congress not engaged on these issues. We have a few on this list for sure, but most of the real wins came at the courts. That's not the way it should be. Congress makes the laws. That's why we put them there. Anyway, I wanted to do a roundup of the status of gun rights in the first 6 months of 2021. Let me know in the comments which made you the most upset and which made you the most optimistic about the future of gun rights. That's it for today, and make sure to check out all of our Minuteman videos on YouTube and the Warrior Poet Society. I'll see you later.